Alright, hello. This is my 2020 year in review video for the assignment. And 2020 was interesting to say the least. It's a year that'll definitely go down in history for just, global pandemic, social justice movements, and just everything sort of happened at once. But this video is gonna be tailored towards me, and just like how it affected me, and not only within the pandemic or the movements that were going on, but as well as like me starting over and getting my life together. Not that I did drugs or anything like that, but just focusing on what I really want to do as opposed to what I felt like I had to do for other people. But anyway, so to sort of, my story for 2020 kind of starts at the beginning or the end of 2019, where I came back home from Western Carolina in that spring, worked in the summer, went to school in the fall of 2019. I enrolled in Central Piedmont Community College and did some classes there. And I did that for a little bit and basically just realized like this kind of sucks and I'm not really learning anything. I'm sort of going through these classes like eventually I'll get a degree and eventually I'll do this, but I always had a thought in the back of my mind that I wanted to do this broadcast school, and it was something that I really wanted to do come the start of 2020. But I felt like that year 2020, I thought okay, this is gonna be my cool down, sort of refreshed start year. I had started working at UPS and the warehouse in around like November of 2019, and I realized I didn't want to do this school thing, and I did that for a little bit. I mean, I still do it, but I worked that job mainly for a little bit, and talked to an old friend from high school and found out he was working at the Blaze Pizza in Concord, so he hooked me up with that, and I told him I could work in the morning. So pretty much that beginning of 2020 was me working and got my job at Blaze. So I pretty much for 2020, I did it all the way up until when we started school for my class in September. And I worked about 8 to 12, 8 to 1 at Blaze Pizza, then would come home, eat lunch or whatever, and go to work at about 4 till about 10. And it was a lot of work. It definitely felt real life, because it was the first time I was not in school that wasn't like a break or anything. It was just a break that I took myself, and it was really nice. It was nice to not worry about homework or quizzes or just test grades and stuff I had to study for like that. I could just go to work. I enjoyed, working at Blaze. The people there were really fantastic, and I worked there and worked at UPS, would work really hard, and I had no money, and I made a lot of money. So that was nice. I got to build up my bank account a little bit. But other than that, honestly, I just worked a lot. 2019 kind of was not a great year for me because, I was kind of struggling with, the pressures of school and everything. And like I said earlier, I was going to start broadcast school in that early 2020 because that's when I think the program was originally going to start. But I pushed that off, and I was like, I'm just going to take a year to kind of cool down for a little bit. But eventually I saw the email that came in about August that said they were going to start September, and I said, you know what, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. So I finally did it, and got enrolled, and it was probably the most important decision that I've made, and probably the best one, because I love where I'm at right now, and I love where this is going to take me. And that the pandemic sucked. I couldn't do anything, but it just kind of gave me a chance to really sit back and think about my life. But pandemic or not, it was definitely a year that was very important to me. So thank you. This was my 2020 year in review. Yeah, thank you.